This is a second stimulus check update. In this video, I'll go over the good news of how the White House is still in support of stimulus checks even after the jobs report came out, and I'll give you some other updates as well. To get you up to speed and fill you in on what's going on, Wednesday, President Trump said that he wants larger stimulus checks to the American people. So more specifically, to quote him so there's no confusion, he said larger numbers than the Democrats, and he wants the money getting to the people to be larger. And at the time, when he's referring to larger than the Democrats, he's referring to the stimulus checks, not the package itself. So it will be larger than a $1,200 stimulus check to the American people. No one knows how much bigger the amount will be. Some people are saying $2,000, but it's just numbers floating around. Let me know what you think down in the comments below. What number do you think President Trump will give in terms of a stimulus check to the American people? This was a bold statement by President Trump because it is a few months away from elections and people won't forget that he said that when it's time to vote. Also, it was the day before the jobs report came out. So jobs report came out Thursday, and it was a relatively positive jobs report. 4.8 million jobs were added, and the unemployment rate went down to 11.1%. But the jobs report wasn't completely accurate, and I'll go over the errors of the jobs report in a minute. But first, I want to say that Larry Kudlow, which is the White House economic advisor, he said that even after the jobs report came out, and this was a good chance for a lot of the politicians to use the leverage of the jobs report to say, numbers are good, therefore we don't need any more stimulus checks. The opposite happened. So when asked about another direct cash payment was still on the table after the jobs report came out, Larry Kudlow said direct checks are probably going to be part of it as far as the president is concerned right now. So stimulus checks, direct payments are still on the table, and they will be greater than $1,200, according to President Trump and the White House. Another topic up for debate is the $600 unemployment insurance that is set to expire at the end of July. So Larry Kudlow said, we've got to reward individuals for coming back to work. There will be some kind of re-employment bonus. We're not going to go to the $600. That's a disincentive to work. So it's referring to how 5 out of 6 people are making more money collecting unemployment compared to working. So they're trying to figure out a way to navigate around that. Some Senate Republicans have proposed a $600 or $450 back to work proposal. The Senate Democrats proposed a bill called the American Workforce Rescue Act, and that would continue to give benefits until the unemployment rate falls below 11%. So the benefits would drop $100 for every 1% point it fell until the unemployment was 6% or was below 6% in that specific state, which I could see how they're individualizing the unemployment benefits compared to making a blanket payment of $450 or $600. So this is correlating to the unemployment rate. So if the unemployment rate goes down, or the unemployment rate goes down, then their payment goes down as well. Now let's talk about the errors with the jobs report, as well as what Senate Republicans are saying about the jobs report. So economists note that the data was collected at mid-month, meaning it doesn't reflect the economic impact from the surge in cases in recent weeks and the business closures that followed. So to assume that the month of June was a great month for unemployment isn't fair, because the beginning of June was much different than the end of June. It's almost like defining the year 2020 as a great year by using data just from January of 2020, which was pre-pandemic, everything was fine. And then saying that 2020 was a good year, therefore everything is fine. But it was a roller coaster. It went down, it went up, it went down. So same thing in the month of June. The beginning of June, things started to open up. People were optimistic. The numbers were going down in terms of cases. Businesses, restaurants started to open up, getting more business. But then at the end of June, I guess opening up too soon, a lot more cases surged in terms of the virus with Florida, Alabama, Texas, Arizona, Georgia, and we're taking a step back. And the jobs report is a lot easier to understand when you have a visual. So according to CNN Business, this is what the jobs look like from early 2000 to 2020. So this was the dot-com burst, early 2000s, a little bit of job loss there. And then in 2008, 2009, during the last recession, it was a drop there. And now here we had an amazing run of growth, and it dropped significantly. Compared to a steady decline, this is just a cliff. Now, it's important to have a reference point as well. So if we look at the unemployment rate since 1929, so this is 1933 when we had the Great Depression, it was 24.9%. As of June, I guess they're saying at the end of June, it's 11.1%. But if you see, it goes up, it goes down. So this is the unemployment rate. The higher the rates, the worse it is in terms of this graph. Over the next few weeks, we're going to see this jobs report used to promote people's agendas. So the media's agenda, politicians' agenda. For the Senate Republicans, they may say that the jobs are good, therefore we don't need another second stimulus check. But surprisingly, right when the news came out of the positive jobs report, or relatively positive jobs report, a lot of the Senate Republicans didn't use this opportunity to say that we don't need a second stimulus check. And the same day that the jobs report came out, Lindsey Graham said we need to get off our ass and get this done, referring to the next stimulus package. So I think that's great. I'm sure a lot of people want to believe in Lindsey Graham, but he's saying this the day before going on vacation. So I would like to call out Lindsey Graham and just say, if you want to get off your ass and get this done, then don't go on vacation for 17 days. Roll up your sleeves, have your coworkers stay with you, and get something done so that you could help the American people. I find it hypocritical that he's saying, get this done on the way out the door going on vacation. He's got his margarita in hand saying we need to get stuff done, and then, going on vacation. So it doesn't really make sense. In my opinion, I don't think much will be done from July 3rd until July 20th when the Senate is on vacation. They can work if they want to, but in my opinion, I think a lot of their efforts are going to be put towards their re-election coming up in a few months, and not so much helping out the American people. Although I really hope that they prove me wrong and they actually get something done. At this point, though, it seems like the timeline in terms of the second stimulus checks or getting something done is going to still be late July. But if you're looking for a free money opportunity, if you sign up through Webull, down in the description below, you get a free stock. If you deposit $100 in the account, you get a second free stock that could be valued up to $1,400. For a third free stock, you could sign up through Robinhood. They're completely free. You just get the stock. You could sell it, cash it out, put it into your bank account, or keep that stock and let it grow over time, and then you could earn more money that way as well. And if you want to watch more second stimulus check updates, you could click this video right over here. And if you want to learn how to open up a Robinhood account to get your free stock and buy a stock, I go through a walkthrough in this video over here. It's on my channel called Wise Sense, my second channel where I give wise money tips to build a wealthy future. You could click one of those now, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care, be safe. Thank you for watching.